Hey everyone, welcome to Digit, and we are live from Maruti Suzuki's show floor. And well, as you can see, it's a pretty big show floor that Maruti has at the Auto Expo 2018. They've brought a host of cars. In fact, they brought their entire portfolio to the Auto Expo. These are all the cars that Suzuki is going to be launching or unveiling or be talking about at some point or the other at the Auto Expo or along the year in India. And we begin with this. This is the Future S concept. It's a concept of a compact SUV which they have, and as you can see, it's definitely, well, yes, it right now looks like a concept, and it also looks very different from everything else that you have from Maruti Suzuki in India. And it's also got a lot of influences. It's also got a lot of Suzuki influences actually, and that is something which is going to be a pretty interesting proposition if you look at Suzuki's rest of the portfolio. So yes, what does it have? Well, yes, electric platform, and along with the electric platform you get these LED lamps and this typically electric-ish front grille. This is a pretty familiar factor that we see. In fact, this also looks very inspired from Skoda's Vision E concept, which it launched last year globally. So it borrows a lot of elements from fellow electric car makers and autonomous car makers, people who are unveiling similar concepts as well. So what you see is something which is built for the future. This is not exactly gonna be a production variant, and it's not exactly gonna be a production variant in itself. So it's of course gonna be altering in when it enters production. But this is just an idea of what you are going to get in the future from the Maruti Suzuki stable. Right, so that is the Future S concept. We are going to take a further look around of the concept, and as you can see, the typically concept-ish look over here.
तो कॉन्सेप्ट जो यहाँ पे दिखाए गए हैं ऑटो एक्सपो में, इससे सबसे
and
सुंदर कॉन्सेप्ट
that has also been a big influence on its design from the fellow hatchback SUV crossovers. So this is a pretty popular platform. This is a popular format on which Maruti Suzuki is working on, and it's something which has reaped rewards for car makers in India, and along with an autonomous and assisted and connected and electric pairings to the car, we expect the Future S production variant to be quite a striking deal. And as always, Maruti Suzuki has a massive brand presence in India, massive market in India, and of course they have a lot of potential with any car that they bring to the country. Right, so that's about the Future S concept. We are meanwhile going to move on from the Future S concept to give you a look around of the entire show floor. And what you have here is Maruti Suzuki's hybrid platform. So this is a tear-down version of Maruti Suzuki's hybrid platform. So as you can see, this would have the power pack, which is the battery module over there, and the entire chassis, as you can see, has been a little modified. So over here it is not just a storage bay, it is not just a stability panel, it's not just on the outside of the wheelbase, it actually contributes to the car's powertrain. So the battery over here along with the engine to the front, it's a familiar format, either which is where the engine is always to the front mounted for standard cars, and of course rear mounted for sports cars because of performance, stability and handling reasons. So alongside that you have this high tension cable for power generation, and then you have the auto transmission unit over here, and along with that this is the motor generator unit. So every motor will separately power each wheel. That's how the electric power is going to be distributed. Along with that you have the auto transmission module for the new dual jet engine that Maruti Suzuki has you've got a nice teardown of the engine here as well. So that's a pretty interesting way of presenting how their hybrid powertrain is going to work. So the front side gets 2 electric motors on this chassis, and so it's going to be mostly a front wheel drive hybrid chassis over here. So we've got the new hybrid platform, and along with that we've got the new K series engines done with a teardown over here from Maruti Suzuki. But that's not all. So here we have the Vitara Brezza. It's not a new car per se. This has been around for some time now. This in fact has been used in motorsport. So as you can see, claddings all around. It's got the front halogen lamps, the racing fog lamps, and then you've got the roof hoods, the roof scoops rather, which is pretty interesting as well. For that's supposed to aid the aerodynamics and camp. And along with that, as you can see, we've got a roll cage to the back to enhance the cabin stability. This is of course modified for race car driving. You've got these stability truss rods, and along with the truss rods you get completely modified interiors. Look at the steering wheel is sourced by Sparco. It is not one which you'll be driving on the road. You've got a separate rev meter, that's a tacho, and goes all the way up to 11,000 RPM. And along with that, the dash, well, the instrument cluster remains somewhat similar, but over here you get the auxiliary lamp, and everything is sort of done in kind of airplane cockpit module or a race car cockpit module. Of course, the back of the rear seats have been removed, and the roof's linings have been scooped out to decrease weight. So it's a sporting not concept, but a one-of-a-kind sporting modification by Maruti Suzuki, which is really nice implementation of the Brezza. So from there we now move on to the, well, the commonplace Brezza, so to say. So this is the mainstream Vitara Brezza which we have here, which we've seen and we've driven, and well, of course we've found it a really nice car, a very proportionate car, very well handling, and of course very linear power delivery, along with the Suzuki Smart Play system which you would get over there at the center, as you can see. But there you can see the difference that a race car modification makes to a car. This is pretty much aimed for a lifestyle setting, while that one has been completely modified for performance, right? And now we move on to the next one, which is the Suzuki Desire. And the Desire once again is something that we've driven, very similar to the new Swift, which we are going to spot in a bit. And this is the Ertiga, which also happens to be the one of the most popular MPVs. It has been proving very popular for Maruti Suzuki, and well, it has that lifestyle offering and comes with the smart hybrid platform. So that is a big benefit for Maruti Suzuki. Now, another interesting thing that Maruti has over here is this, the Celerio X, which is well, a sort of the Celerio X is to the Celerio which what the Polo GT is to the Polo. So it's well, a little ramped up performance figures over there. So you get both AMT and of course 5-speed manual gearbox options. Then we come here to the Maruti, what they call the Transformation Center, and here we are. So we have the new S-Cross over here, as you can see, with the new front grille and those diamond cut DRLs, which are now a part of the S-Cross's characteristic. And this would be the new Baleno RS, which gets the 1-liter booster jet engine that provides 105 brake horsepower, and pretty much similar to the old Baleno, of course. But there you go, the blackened alloys and a slightly sportier stance is what adds to the car. And along with that, we've got the Ignis as well. So that's that. And well, that's about it. Along with that, Maruti Suzuki's Swift is also going to be coming along. So, well, yes, Swift, we will update it about as and when the Swift comes. So that's it from the show floor. We've also got the Suzuki GSX 1300R for all the bike freaks out here, for all the motorbike enthusiasts. This is the Suzuki GSX 1300R. As you can see, it's more of a planned touring bike, and it's got the aggressive stance. This is the new one which Suzuki is bringing to India, of course. And well, this is not one which would come with all the connected infotainment details. So this gets the typical traditional fuel meter and tacho along with the speedometer, and a typical cruiser format bike, which is what you get with it. So that's that right now from the Maruti Suzuki show floor. Of course, they are going to return with the Swift as well, and until then, this is of course the Ciaz, which also got a midlife upgrade with the Ciaz S. This is not the Ciaz S, so unfortunately we've got to spot it. No, this is not the Ciaz S, this is the standard variant. And so, well, that's that till now from the Maruti Suzuki show floor. We've got the Future S concept. The E-Survivor and the Swift are yet to come, and we've just finished the walkthrough from the Suzuki show floor. This is one of the most interesting cars that you have got from Maruti till now, this concept of Future S with the S platform and the SUV. So that is about it, and we are going to take your leave for the time being